I told everybody it's major fucking news. There's gonna be a bomb going off over here, and it sure as hell was.
I mean, but at the end of the day, I don't want. I guess, you know what? I joked around for a long time with the whole Illuminati. I guess, we're like the Illuminati's Illuminati because now all of a sudden we get like fucking all this top secret drama stuff getting thrown in us. But it's not. It's more is being made out of it than it has to. It sucks. It's fucked up. He ain't gonna do it again.
Hey, what kind of signatures do we need to get 16-bit banned from Injustice? What kind of petition do we have to do, man?
Nah, we ain't gonna go that far. We're not gonna go that far, man. I mean, he fucked up. He knows he fucked up. He came and admitted it. I mean, now, let me ask you a question. If there was never no video found, do you think it would have came clean? I highly doubt that. But since we brought the video out, he had to come clean about it.
Nah, the guy would have still been talking shit. He would have still been talking shit. But now he's
But now he's gotten knocked a couple of notches back down to earth. And from this, I mean, hopefully he learns. I mean, I see, believe it or not, your point about the injustice thing, I don't want to ban for that. I want to ban for the fact that he's testing it. You definitely got to, I mean, I look at it this way. I can't get the Guinness book. I tried to get my Guinness record in Mortal Kombat 1 from Triforce, and they denied me because I fucking worked on the game. Which was fucked up because I blew his fucking score out the water, and they were like, "Nope, sorry, you worked on the game, you can't have it." So I mean, the same thing should apply, which to all y'all people out there that are going to be testing Injustice, y'all should be banned. And that's real talk, as Triforce likes to say. It's just an unfair advantage, Now, granted, like Brady tested MK9, but everybody caught up to him. Everybody caught up to him because, fucking as time goes on, everybody catches up. So maybe either that or you put a delay before these guys can compete. Because I don't want to go out the gate day one at EVO.
There was a delay put for Mortal Kombat 9. They couldn't compete for a month or two.
Yeah.
Brady tested MK9 and it needed 3 patches. Fuck that guy too.
Oh God.
Oh God, but yeah.
Hey, Tom Brady, when Injustice released, $1,000, man. Green Lantern versus Green Lantern.
Damn, everybody money matches.
$1,000 Quan Chi mirror. Let's go.
Oh man, but nah, like I said, guys, let this. I don't want to harp on this. I mean, I'd rather talk about bigger and better things. Like, look, fucking MK, fucking EVO again.
No, actually, no. We got to talk about 16-bit versus Chris G coming up soon. That needs to still happen.
And that does need to still happen.
16-bit did confirm he was going. Chris G is going, so that should be going down.
And I heard Pig's got a fucking target on his back too.
I've always got a target on my back.
Yeah, but
Everyone's tired of
a Chris G target though.
Oh, dude, no. Chris G's not beating me. Chris G's not gonna beat me. I'm sorry. The quick thing about Chris G, man, I respect him. He's gotten top 8, probably more than 155 people in this chat, more times than 155 people in this chat in a game he barely plays anymore. And he's also gotten top 8 at EVO 2011, back when our community was very weak. He's a great player. He's one of the best Marvel players out there. He's a great Street Fighter player. I got a great respect for him, but I mean, this is our game, and that's the kind of attitude that we need to have towards other Marvel and Street Fighter players. It's not animosity. It's not me.
Wait, hold on, Pig, let me cut you off for a sec. He's not generally a Marvel Capcom Street Fighter player. His first game he started playing was Mortal Kombat.
Oh, well,
that's his very first fighting game was Mortal Kombat.
I'm talking about Mortal Kombat 9.
But I'm just saying in general, he is a Mortal Kombat player in heart. He's played Mortal Kombat for years. Have you ever played him Ultimate? He's great. He knows what the fuck he's doing in Ultimate.
Wait. Hold on. I'm sitting here saying the whole time that he's really good. I'm just saying that he's not Mortal Kombat 9 is not his main game. I'm talking about.
But at heart, he's still an MK player also because he started with MK. That's what brought him to fighting games.
okay, that's cool and all, but my whole point is this: he's not looked at in the wider spectrum of things as like
as an MK player, no,
as the Tom Brady of MK.
Yeah, no, his notoriety is Marvel.
He's looked at the image of Marvel, and for that reason, we have to treat him like that. It's healthy competition. Just like I love Justin Wong, I respect Justin Wong, but if he comes into my pool or this or that or our game, then I want to take him out for our scene to show him that you just can't come into our game and just win like you did for the first 6 months when the game was released. So it's competitive. It's just it's healthy. It's not any animosity towards him. Now, I mean, if anyone supporting him is off running their mouth left and right and talking bullshit about me or anything else, yeah, okay, then I want to blow them up. I don't want to blow Chris up. I just want to blow those fuckers up. So, but like for example, if I went into Marvel, if I went into Street Fighter, and I went and said, yeah, I'm going to be like the #1 Morgan or whatever, I'd expect them to all want to blow me up. And they might not do it out of animosity. They might just do it because they don't want some dumbass Mortal Kombat player coming in there and trying to claim that he could be the best Morgan player. And I'm not saying I could. I'm just saying it works both ways. We need to have respect for our game and our scene just like they do. It seems like some of us still want to kiss some ass from some Justin Wongs and people coming into our scene, whereas I say no, I want to kick their ass.
I don't. I agree with you on that. I don't. I won't kiss nobody's fucking ass. I don't give a shit how good at the fucking game you are. And that's one of the things I've noticed is like people have a tendency to kiss people's asses based on how they place.
Yeah. But I will say this: Chris does want to run back against me because right after he placed top, what did he get, 5th or 4th at EVO? 4th. He got 4th at EVO. I challenged him to a money match and beat him pretty bad. And I know personally he might want a money match for me, but honestly, Chris is one of those people who might not even give a shit because he knows he's on a fundamental fighting game experience level. He's way above me. He's more proven than me and more.
He's what? You cut off there.
Uh-oh, I lost Brant.
Did we lose Brant?
I think his mic or his phone might be fucking out.
Hello, Pig. Miss Piggy, where are you?
Pig.
Hear me? Can you hear me?
Oh, there you go.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we hear you.
Sorry. Someone. No. Someone. Okay. All right. No, someone called my phone while I was talking.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, just to wrap it up real quick before someone calls me again. Yeah, it's just one of those things where, I mean, he's far more accomplished than I am. So for me, I kind of look at it. I want to beat Chris G because it's like beating Chris G. So nothing but respect for him, man. But it's just the people around him and the people backing him up.
Yeah.
Those people who don't want to see me competitively blown up. They just want to see me blown up. And it's those people that are souring the situation. And if I do pop off, if I do have to play him in tournament, it won't be to Chris. I'll shake his hand, but good games, man. Or if he beats me, he can do whatever he wants. I don't care.
I mean, I want to see you blown up. In every possible way.
Everyone wants to.
I mean, dude, I want to see you blown up. Just your car taking off on the light at a fucking red light against some fucking other car. I just want you blown up in everything. I mean, I want somebody to go to the food store and outshop you.
Damn, that's rough.
Any way possible.
I am a hunted man. Going into these upcoming tournaments and shit. It's it's getting annoying, but at the same time, it does keep it fun. But it's just I don't know. I won't talk anymore about that.
But no, I mean your competitiveness is good, and I mean you're always willing to compete against anybody. That's the one thing I respect about you, that I can say that for a lot of the top players out there that I've seen, where once you become a top player, a lot of people just think they shut down and they say that's it. I'm top player, cream of the crop. You'll still keep pushing it.
Yeah, I mean the funny thing is, people, I've gotten top 8 for the past year and a half at every event I've gone to, and it's gonna happen, man, where I don't get top 8. I know I'm not gonna get top 8 maybe at one event, and people would go fucking ape shit about it.
Oh yeah,
pigs washed up, blah blah. And I could have just had a bad day, bad personal day, bad weekend, something like that. But it's gonna happen. But you know what? Whatever. I'm really starting like. I'm nothing can change my competitiveness in something, but I honestly am starting to give less of a shit what people say. I'm just kind of, it's just, I'm getting to the point, it's like, man, I'm getting more tired of worrying what people say. It's like, I don't give a fucking shit. Like, just go play the game.
See, that's why I love the game, because I'm at that point already. I've been at that point. I'm just like, yeah, I win, I lose, I lose.
Well,
I mean, I actually told Revolver that if I beat him, I'll turn gay.
Whoa.
I knew I wasn't going to beat him, though.
Yeah. I just want to get an SCR next weekend. I just have fun and just compete really hard. And then whatever happens, happens. If I win, I win. If I lose, I lose. Cool. Good deal. See you guys. I'm out.
Hey, James. Hold on. James, add STB Great One. Well, actually, I'll throw him in, then you just call him up. He wants to chime in on this also. And I know we had some drama with him last week also.
I got him.
Oh, yeah.
You got him? Okay.
Great One's in the house.
Great One's drunk.
You know, you motherfuckers. Don't make me fucking tell you how to fucking play this game.
What?
What?
That was James.
Imagine he comes on like that. You fucking people. Where the fuck is he, man? Why can't everybody just have their regular fucking...
He's on the STB Great One.
STB. I forgot he's got STDs. There we go. Why does that pic he have look like it was taken at either a jail or a high school? He's got the blues on.
Hey, James.
Yes.
Hey, James, I'm about to go walk my dog real quick. Can you add me back in the call?
Yeah, just message me when you're back.
All right, thanks, man.
All right, man.
All right.
What's up, Mr. Great One? Test 1, 2, 3, testicle.
He's probably getting his mic in.
Testicle.
Hey, Crystal, you gonna come on or what? I tried to add you. We need to have a flavor of a woman in here.
Okay. He said he's trying to get his mic.
But yeah, I mean, you know, guys are saying I'm going soft on 16-bit. I guess that's my old age. You know, I mean, it's not going soft. I mean, dude, it's exposed.
As the end of the video showed, it said exposed.
Exposed.
Yeah, you did kind of blow that shit up, though.
You know, but it's like I'm not going American History X on the motherfucker. I'm not gonna put his fucking mouth on the curb. You know, there's no reason to. You know, it's like the verdict is there. You know, it's indisputable. I guess is that the word? Indefensible. He admitted it. Move on. It won't happen again, or should I say, if it does, I'll make sure both of their mics are turned off. But you know, I mean, it's just it's not healthy for the community to harp on this, and I hope this doesn't turn into a big fucking flaming forum thing either on Test Your Night.
There's already a thread. The thread's been on there for a few hours already.
God, just you know, he's a good player. You know, and like I said, I side with him. You know, and he says it. You know, and how can you? You know, I'm not calling him weak. I'm not. But I mean, how do you get mad at somebody that basically just turns around and says, "This is the only thing I'm good at"? You know. Oh, here we go. Let's get Miss Crystal in here. Let's get a woman's take.
But why is he so angry?
He's not angry. What it was basically he tried he was looking to rig brackets. So and basically it was on video. I mean, you know what? For you, because you weren't here, I'm gonna play it one more time. So guys, just mute your mics and you watch it and you can see. And this is the last time I will be playing this.
So it'll be like a tombstone match from WWE. You do have to give Tommy credit. He's the one that came with that body bag attached, right? Yeah, he did. still took tons of damage from that, even though you
Tommy, I used your body bag catchphrase against Winter War.
It was awesome.
It shut him up.
It shut him up. He couldn't say a thing.
He could not say anything. It's the greatest use of body bag there's ever been.
Dude, yeah. Send him over to body bag.
He literally just sat down.
You know who I used that against first?
Rio. Who went on to send you
on the Late Show, right?
He did it around.
I got body bag. You got on a body bag.
After round 1, I knew it was over.
Dude,
when he was doing 2, no, that ditch cancel on you.
I was freaking out.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well. Maybe I can be going. Let's be serious here. We're not going to be in the same pool in any season.
I don't know.
I'll throw a fit. You're one of my biggest threats.
I don't want any DG. There's 4 pools, right?
No, there's going to be one of them.
Okay.
There's going to be 8 pools of 10 or 12.
Okay, good. Then we won't be in the same pool.
Until top 16, right?
Yeah.
And that's fine.
Yeah, I can live with that. Just no round 2. Round 3 is somewhat acceptable.
I'm sure that
if round 2 happens, I'm going to be really pissed.
There's no way. No. Claude and Switzerland.
I was kind of mad at him.
Claude's moving the records.
Is he really?
Yeah. Awesome. He's told me he's going to quote rig the shit out of him. He's literally said, what top guy do you want to be? I'm not serious. You agree with him? First I said, I'm not serious. No, first I said, I'm not serious. Before Dallas, I was like, Maxter. Now I'm like, no, man. I don't know. I'll probably say if it has to be a VSM guy, I'd say Rio. Or no, Rob.
Either that or is KT Smith.
KT Smith is not going to be a high seed.
He's going. He is going.
He's not going to be a high seed. Dude, what time? What you got to play like KT Smith? What would you do?
Me?
Yeah.
I mean, I beat him last time we played.
Alright, I got to tell you something. This is real talk, okay? Remember when KT was hyped up, and then I got to play him and I ended his career? And then everyone accepted that you're the best? I need you to do the return the favor. There's a guy named Khaotic.
Oh my god, pretty.
And I want you to body him. If I tell Claude to put him in your pool, how will you feel about that?
You do?
Yeah. Are you serious?
I'm all about blowing up the online players.
Alright, I'll tell Claude. God, I hope the mic's off. If not, we're all in trouble.
Oh, is it 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5?
It's 2 out of 3.
2 out of 3. That's dumb,
Dude,
man.
yeah.
I don't know if I want to go to pool. Why? Because I need at least one match of, you know, surveillance.
Yeah. Oh, shit.
Yeah, that might come out. You get a face at it.
All right, guys, you call unmute your mics now. All right, great one. Your mic is working now.
Great one.
Great one. Unmute your mic. I don't know. Oh, Crystal Cage, you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Finally, somebody answers.
All right.
Good morning, Crystal Cage.
Good morning. Hi.
So, what's a woman's perspective on this?
It's pretty shitty what he did, but you know, he came clean. I just let it go, I guess.
So does that make me like a woman? Because I agree with you.
No.
You know, the community's too fragile to sit here and harp on it, is what I think.
Yeah. He wasn't even like well, kind of, but he just, you know, he admitted it.
Yeah,
I'd say leave him alone.
I think you should be.
I
think you should be doing all the brackets.
He did get caught. He did. You know, he got caught. Yeah, but he owned up to it.
I think you should be going to all the tournaments doing the brackets. You'd be neutral.
I could.
So, needless to say, guys, like I said, I mean, that's the last time I will be playing this video. This will not be something that surfaces again. I don't want to hear about it no more after tonight. he did fess up to it, and that's it. You know, I mean, I know, you know, Dztrbed, you want me to like fucking sling him up on a tree and hang him or something, but
he does.
Guy. Fuck that guy, man. It's the second show where this guy's getting blown up. You know what I'm saying? Talking
look at
all
it this way. Look at it this way. This is how I look at it. The last show, it was unapologetic, if you remember. This was, well, I understand that you were unapologetic, but now the apology came. You know, and we can all sit there. I mean, well, let's all be real here. If your ass robs a store and don't get caught, you're not going to go admit it. And then when they point the camera at you, guess what? Then you're going to admit it and say, by the way, we got you on video. So, you know.
Wait, great one. Can you talk now?
Yeah, what's up?
What up, man?
There you go.
All right, good shit.
All right, what's your views on everything that happened here?
Well, honestly, I mean, let's just be honest here for a second. I mean, this is pretty bad because, I mean, it just kind of jeopardizes the whole integrity of... Yeah, can you all hear me?
Yeah, we hear you fine.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, you know, let's just be honest. And I'm getting all kinds of fucking feedback here.
You sound fine.
Yeah, you sound fine.
You sound fine. You sound absolutely fine.
God damn it.
What do you get? A noise feedback or something? Hey, great.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Dan.
Yeah, great one. We hear you typing and everything. You can speak.
Great one. You were fine.
We hear you, man.
We hear you so well. We hear you.
Oh, okay. You know why? All right. Great one. You got to mute the stream. You probably have the stream volume on. That's why you're hearing everything doubled. Mute the Twitch stream. Tyrant wants to get on also, James.
Ave Maria, puta pendejo,
He just hit me
maricón,
up.
tu madre. No problema.
Yeah, great one. Did you mute the stream itself? That's where you get.
Alright, so Mr. Claude VonStroke, my dick. Let me find you.
And Tyrant.
And Tyrant. Let me find Tyrant.
Did you click the
Hey,
live
great
button?
one. Go judgmental on these noobs, man.
Okay. All right.
All right, man. Well, you know, I don't know if y'all want me to talk about the whole ordeal or not, but I'm just going to go ahead.
Yeah. Actually,
yeah, that's fine. I'm not telling you not to talk about it. I'm just saying I'm not playing the video no more.
Right, I got you. Well, I mean, like I was trying to say earlier, I just think it jeopardizes the whole integrity of the tournaments because, I mean, you know, there are people, you know, myself included, that, you know, just simply live in a locale that just, you know, really doesn't allow for an offline scene. I mean, let's be honest here. I really tried to get a scene going locally, and, you know, I had like maybe 3 people that were interested, and, you know, one of them's a 12-year-old kid.
I think I beat that 12-year-old kid at MLG.
All right. Well, I mean, you know, and not to say that 12-year-old, obviously Sonic Fox, you know, and the success he's had, but I mean, you know, you know, I'm 29 years old. You know, me hanging out with a 12-year-old kid, it's just not gonna work, man. I'm gonna pull out my bourbon, I'm gonna play some games, you know, and this 12-year-old kid, it's just not gonna work.
Yeah,
you know,
it's a little freaky.
Yeah, I don't vibe that way. So, you know, it's just it's kind of silly, but, you know, I don't get to go to that many tournaments. I'm a lawyer, and I just, you know, I don't have the time to do it. You know, I want to, but then you have people that maybe do have the means to go, and then they're sitting back and they're taking all of this in, and they're saying, well, I haven't been to a tournament, or maybe I've been to one. It was a, you know, low grade tournament. Maybe people don't know who I am. and I'm just going to get tossed around and really not given a legitimate shot. Or maybe I do want to go and I do want to play 16-bit. I do want to play Rio. I do want to play these people. And all of a sudden they're thinking, well, am I even going to have a shot? Because, 16-bit said, he sort of does not, to lose as far as having the top spot for Katana. And so therefore that they think, well, I could spend all this money, time, effort to make this tournament and not even really have the opportunity to showcase what I feel like I can because of a matchup problem or, whatever has it. And I think maybe sometimes that, could deter people from wanting to go to tournaments. And then, you hear something like this and it does nothing but, kind of suggest that everything they're hearing is correct about how some of these tournaments go. And I just really think it's unfortunate, not just for 16-bit or anyone else that had anything to do with it, but I think it's really unfortunate for the community.
Yo, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we do.
Alright.
Alright, you can chime in right now also.
Man, okay, I was not expecting this. Like, I saw, like, apparently there was a lot of drama. Actually, TrePound messaged me. I was, like, playing Call of Duty or something, and he messaged me on PlayStation and telling me, he's like, bro, you gotta listen to the On Blast show. I'm like, well, why? What's going on? He was like, man, you
Wait. First of all, I gotta interject. What do you mean, why?
I mean, he was just it made it seem like some shit went down, and apparently some shit went down, and I was not. This is like the last thing I was expecting, but I mean, as a player competing, I traveled all the way from California all the way to the other side of the U.S. to play Mortal Kombat. No bullshit. I'm expecting like a, at least a decent RAN tournament, and for the most part, it was RAN, but all that behind the scenes shit that happened, like I heard about it after the fact, and I'm just like, wow, like I don't know, like it kind of turns me off from going to, from traveling over there anymore. Not because, the tournament was bad. It's just, it's just naturally when you hear something about something like that happen at a tournament that you competed in, it just seems sketch. Like, it just naturally, I feel like I can't really trust, certain people, and it's just, I don't know, that's just me. I mean, so
and I agree with you on that aspect, and that's the one thing that is my biggest problem with this is you get a guy that comes from California all the way over to the East Coast or vice versa, and to have some shady shit go on, it's just not cool. And by the way, not to change the subject, but Napalm, I don't know if you heard earlier, Ponder came in from MLG and mentioned that the only violence that happened when I mentioned that
wait, Ponder, MLG?
Yeah. Whatever the fuck. You know what? EVO and fucking MLG.
There's two different Ponders. That might have been the troll one.
Well, whatever. Either way, the first thing he mentioned was was somebody getting punched out, and it was by a fucking MK guy. As I'm trying to prove a point that we're not the violent ones.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, yeah, it is discouraging to people, and it shouldn't be. I mean, look, it's made public. He's apologized, and once again, like I said, I'm not gonna, Napalm. Let me just explain quick one more time. Some Ponder came in from EVO, and I was talking about how the ghetto animosity and tensions that flow through the Capcom community, and we're the good guys. And he says, yeah, well, why was it the only game that somebody had got hit was fucking the Mortal Kombat community? So, but either way, like I said, you know, I don't want nobody to you know, unfortunately, I can't control anybody. You know, people are going to do what they want to do, but don't lay into 16-bit that hard. I mean, I hate to say it, and it makes me sound soft or whatever, but he is an asset to this community. Did he fuck up? Yeah. You know, Pete Rose fucked up too, but you can't deny, you know, what Pete Rose produced as a ball player and as a coach.
Sure they can. They denied him in the Hall of Fame.
Okay, well, guess what? But you cannot deny him as a player.
You used the wrong person's example, man.
No, I didn't. Because you can't deny what he accomplished.
Or the Major League Baseball sure as hell did.
I don't give a shit what they say. You still can't deny what he did as a player.
Well, they did.
They didn't deny it. They just said, we're not putting you in the Hall of Fame.
That's pretty much denying everything you did.
No, it's not.
He's somebody who should have been.
So was Barry Bonds.
And he got fucked because of steroids.
Exactly. So, but
all right, well, let Tyre finish what he was saying. You cut him off.
I don't even remember.
You say you got a message from TrePound on PSN.
Oh yeah. He messaged me like randomly, and then so you know I
you like
turned off everything.
You like that move? Did you see that, guys? Because I can do that. How you like that, Native?
You've been fired.
my new co-host, Crystal Cage, new co-host of the On Blast Show.
Well, I tell you, just kind of my...
Man, what a dick.
No, I'll tell you kind of my impression about this. Honestly, I'm not all that surprised. And I'll just be honest, because, I mean, I've been blown up multiple... Okay, look, if anybody that's been on MKU or Test Your Mind the last year and a half has noticed that there has been, you know, comments made about me and 16-bit in general. Right. Well, it kind of has a long story. I don't even know if y'all want to hear it. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah, go ahead.
He's had some times to...
wait, well, before you say that, I don't know, did you watch last week's show? Because you were brought up last week.
Oh, God, no, I didn't get to. I had to work late, get up early.
There was
no,
a
I didn't
discussion about you going to the GGA room, and they denied you getting in the room. You and... Who the hell you with? I forgot.
Jimmy Potato and Ashenar, I believe.
Yeah. And they were talking about that last week, and we wanted to get you because they were saying no, that's not true, and other guys were saying yes, that's true, and shit like that. So you clarify that situation also.
All right. Well, we'll start from the beginning. All right. Well, before I had any ambitions at all to go to an offline tournament, I did have ambitions of playing Katana, and at a high level, all I did was practice her rushdown game. Well, you know, that's what I like to do. That's how I enjoy playing the game. I enjoy the fast pace. You know, that everybody has their own style. Well, one thing I did not do was learn how to zone. And at the time, 16-bit was zoning very well with Katana, and I thought, wow, once I realized that he was actually on Xbox, I was like, man, this is going to be great. You know, who else better to learn from, you know, as far as matchups are concerned and zoning than the guy who just placed at the very first EVO for Mortal Kombat 9. So, you know, I was excited about it, so I sent him a message, and I sent him 2 messages. One, basically telling him, you know, that I wasn't some idiot that was going to videotape our matches and put them on YouTube. You know how these people do. And, you know, I gave him references or whatever. I said, you know, check with these people. I'm a nice dude. I just want to play. And, you know, the second message said, you know, I feel like I could probably help you with Rushdown. And he got all offended. And it was completely wrong the way that he took it, but you know how text messages are. You know, somebody can say one sentence and they can mean it one way and it comes off as another. Well, he just starts blowing me up on the Combat Tune podcast, There was another one where he blew me up on it. Either way, I tried to address him different times on Mortal Kombat United, and he wouldn't even speak with me. He wouldn't even acknowledge I was there. Sent him actually a personal message on Mortal Kombat United explaining to him, all I wanted to do was have practice matches, and try to learn a little bit. He just completely ignored me. He didn't even respond. Whatever. That's just the way it was. So it ends up keep going on and on slowly but surely. There's more comments made on different podcasts. Well, I end up going to final round. And so they're having, what was it? It was VSM versus somebody. They were having like a 5v5. Either way, Jimmy Potato, I believe it was, he got word from one of them, yeah, come on over, we're getting ready to start it. And so we headed that way, and it was like, there was certainly me, Jimmy, and Ashenar. There might have been a couple others. But as soon as we got there, like, just said, we wanted him to watch the match or whatever. I was going to, challenge him to a money match, 16-bit. I didn't really care if I won or not. I just took the bar exam that previous Wednesday. This was on like a Friday or Saturday. And, I had never played offline. I'd played the game for 10 months completely online on a high-definition hookup. I had never even touched a PlayStation controller. I did not expect to win. But I was still going to go ahead and challenge him. Well, they asked who we were. And he just all of a sudden says, oh, no, we can't let anybody in. The room's too full. After they had told us, calm down. And then they went and asked who we were. And then they said, oh, no, you can't come in. We're too full. And turned us away. And we had to turn around, get back in the car, go back to the hotel. Now, I'm not saying that, means anything. I'm just telling you what I saw, what happened. And, at the actual tournament, he couldn't have been more friendly to me, to my face. He was very friendly. But since then, there were other little jabs that have been made. And, I don't even play that much anymore. I've been playing more here lately, but, for the most part, I really don't play that much anymore. And there's still lots of comments. So I guess what I was saying by this doesn't surprise me is I felt like there was a lot of ducking and dodging me at one point. Because I would even challenge him online if I saw him in the chat room. And I would never be accepted to play matches. And then now to hear Khaotic's story and how this whole thing unfolded, I'm not really shocked. And, there is something to be said about, just coming up and saying, hey, my bad, I messed up. And for that, I do give him props. But at the same time, let's be serious here. It's a video game, man. I mean, what do you really got to lose? I mean, there's no shame in getting beat by a good player. That's just all there is to it. And to rig a tournament and then duck somebody, come on, man. I just...
Who the hell is typing? Dan, you're typing too loud.
Fuck. My micro is off.
That's what 16 just said.
And,
Damn.
Definitely not too soon.
No, good timing on that one.
Not at all.
So I requested to actually come on streams with him, so this one, and he never would show up to talk to me about it. And to me, the whole him ducking, Khaotic, I'm not shocked at all in the least. If anything, you could have asked me 8 months ago if this scenario were to and I would say exactly like, not necessarily with the tournament. That really surprises me. But as far as king and stuff, no, I'm not shocked at all.
Yeah, it's. I feel really bad for Khaotic though. Like I feel like.
Oh yeah.
It's just. It's very unfortunate, but you know.
Like I said, I'd rather, and again, I know everybody's fucking. I sound like fucking. I should have been born in the '60s, but I'd rather peace be made from this and move on than sit here and crucify 16-bit. You know what? I'm sorry, and whether he wants to hear it or not, he said it. He's emo. In my opinion, he's that kid, and I could be wrong. I mean, he might have been a great baseball player or something. He's that kid that found his niche in life. He found his skill, and he's afraid to lose it. And we've all been in a situation in our life where we've all felt like, this is it. If this falls, whether it be a relationship, this is the man or this is the chick that I'm going to be with forever. I love you, and then everything goes to shit. And you do whatever you can to savor that moment. And sometimes you go above and beyond, i.e., let's go back to Barry Bonds. Once he started fucking doing his roids, he didn't want to stop because he knew what would happen. You get caught in the moment. You get caught in the everybody loves 16-bit Hollywood, KTP, which was a great podcast. And it's just something that you get caught up in. Hopefully, after the apology, I mean, I just kind of was skimming through the forum a little bit, and people are still crucifying him. I just ask, you know what? Let it go. The only one here, and this is my, let the match happen. Khaotic versus 16-bit. Once and for all. Somewhere, somehow, let it happen.
Hey, James, add TrePound.
Uh-oh, Hollywood Trey.
Oh, God, I'm out.
Damn. Hollywood Trey, the man, the myth, the legend, the one that's in every fucking stream.
Yep.
I just, like I said, especially with EVO coming in and announcing MK9, I just feel like the timing of this sucks.
Yeah.
But this is not something that after all the work that Nate is putting it together, and then I'm going to sit there and say, no, squash it. Because it is something that's serious, and it's something that our community as a whole don't need to take part in. We don't have $50,000 money matches. I could understand if there was like big ass money on there, but I mean, what? I put the $1,000 up and PL denied me. VXG put up 5K and he denied him, so obviously money's not an issue. This is all about stature in a community that at the end of the day it means nothing. It really does mean nothing, and I'm sorry if I depress those top players out there, but I don't give a fuck if Rio's the top player or PL's the top player. I could still whoop your asses. In the real world is where shit takes place. In the video game world, it's the video game world. So, whether you're looked at as a top player or a fucking bottom feeder, it's irrelevant. Just like I said, it's about the friend thing. Make the friendships, fucking who cares who wins. At the end of the day, let's all get fucking hammered at tournaments, have a good time, and that's it. So anyway, what's up, Mr. TrePound, Hollywood?
I'm not Hollywood, first off. I just like being out there. Second of all, I'm just like, I'm conflicted because part of me feels bad for him, but part of me is like, you knew what the hell you was doing. And then the simple fact is that you bitched about brackets being rigged, and then you got caught on video talking about, well, if I don't get my way, I'm throwing a fit, and that's what you do, really makes me like dislike this man just from that point. Like, he can apologize all he wants. It just like, you really take the game that serious to make everybody else's experience delayed for your own game. Cool, bro. Cool.
Man, what time did the tournament start? Like,
I don't even remember. It was supposed to start at 2. Then it was like it's supposed to start at 3 because they took an hour late, and then 16 was bitching.
Like 5 o'clock.
Went to like 4 or 5.
I think it was later than. It started like it started.
No, like 5:30.
Like I think it was even like 6, dude. Like and it made everybody that was in the last 2 pools had to play early in the morning, which was even more fucked up.
Yeah,
you know how many people? You know how many people? You know how many people got DQ'd because of that?
Yeah, a lot of people got DQ'd because of that shit. Cause we was all waiting there, like, all right, we gonna play probably like in an hour or 2. If they run the brackets right. That shit didn't happen. And then all this other stuff. It was just, if he didn't do what he did, it probably would have made the tournament run a little bit smoother, just a little bit. But it's still unacceptable. And I feel bad because he apologized and he seems sincere. But at the end of the day, you a grown ass man. You accountable for your own actions. So.
Yeah, I agree, and but it'd be different because I don't know if. Well, I don't know. That's not even a question, but everybody notices when 16-bit, when he's on, like if he makes top 8 at a major, he goes on and on about it. Like it's just all about him. He's the best. But as soon as he loses, I don't know. Like if something happens, he gets all emo. Oh, I suck. But so it's very on and off with him. It's like he feels himself, and then he's real emo about himself. That's
bipolar as fuck, bro. Like,
just gonna say that's called bipolar.
Yeah, that's bipolar as fuck.
Yeah. So it's hard. It's very hard. Yeah, and just like Trey said, it's very hard to be mad at him, but it's very hard not to be mad at him because. I feel like as soon as all this, eventually blows over, he's just gonna go back to
the same
being 16.
Nah, you know what? I don't think he will. To be honest, I don't
you
think
never know. It's just me. I've seen this shit before with a couple friends of mine where they be like, they're sorry they get caught, but let's all think: what if this video never got found? What if everybody overlooked it and no one said anything?
Exactly. I agree with TrePound. He makes a valid point. What would be going on?
Talking shit, man.
Exactly.
Well, you got to remember. Listen, when I explained about that is when they did that, they were live, but at the same time, our show's on when they're on, and generally when that happens, they've only got 10 to 20 viewers. So the people who saw that probably don't remember because it was before NEC,
or they didn't even care.
Well, on top of that, they got rid of the archive of that. They cut it out. So it wasn't even on the archive anymore. It's hidden. So you could access it if you actually had the direct link to that hidden archive, which someone was lucky enough to send it to me. That's the only reason why I was able to even get that footage. So,
right.
They pretty much screwed up when it came to that, and they tried covering it up, by cutting out the archive, but not actually deleting the archive itself in their system. So by leaving it hidden, is actually still accessible to people if they had the link.
Shouts out to the snitches out there.
Yeah, they put in work on this one.
Dime dropping motherfuckers, man.
This is the first 48 shit.
And the funny thing is, I got this. The person sent me the message that night, and I didn't know that until just a few days ago when I saw my fucking Twitch messages.
Just tell them what the troll name of the person was.
No, we didn't want to say the name.
Come on,
James. We didn't want to say the name. You know exactly why.
Yeah, because it could be him.
No, I don't think it was, but still, it was definitely a troll name.
Hey, everybody follow OBS JamessMK.
AKA the first 48. This shows like the first 48, man.
Oh, man.
James, that Dinkin.
Cold case.
You heard, James?
Yeah, I heard you. Hold on.
The GGA conspiracy, man.
And Napalm, too.
Oh, and Napalm also.
Yep.
I keep calling
you guys STDs. More drama? Shit.
Yep.
This is what the show's about, man. I mean, look, we just had major blow-ups. Like I said, nobody believed it was going to be a major blow-up, even though I kept saying there's going to be a fucking major blow-up. And
it's like, no, it's going to be a troll blow-up.
I thought this was some bullshit.
52 people watching the fucking blow up happen.
Bro.
Yeah.
Nate, did you send me the link? I was like, what the fuck is this? You ain't answer back. I was like, oh, this must be big.
You know how many people sent me and James messages asking to know what's happening, and we kept telling everybody, our lips are sealed. We're not saying shit. You'll find out during the show. That's it.
That's a good way to handle it. I like that.
What's the judgment on this guy from Great One? What do you think about this, man? You're the lawyer. Judge this guy, man, in the MK community.
Which guy? Let's be specific.
What kind of lawyer are you, by the way?
He's the best lawyer.
I mean, the best. There you go.
He's simply the best.
Simply the best lawyer. No, hold on, wait. Okay, first off, James, you asked what type of lawyer I am. I'm definitely not a prosecutor. I'm trying to get criminals off, man. Everybody needs a little help. You know what I'm saying?
Where the fuck were you, man? I needed you about fucking 90 days ago.
Nah, I basically handle all kinds of different stuff, really. But I mean, I do enjoy working on basically personal injury type stuff like car accidents, whatever. I like doing criminal defense. I like family law stuff too. So it's a good way to get your name out there, family law. Anybody going through a divorce, child custody, anything like that, they talk about it every day. It's a good way to get your name out there. So.
Well, if you're doing anything right now, as a matter of fact, as I'm speaking to you, in between fucking listening to everybody, I'm actually working on a federal prosecutor's fucking laptop right now.
Oh, very sweet. Wow.
I do a lot of private investigating on the side, so if you ever need anybody fucking Illuminati, trust me, I'm the man to come to.
I very well may hit you up, sir.
Oh, damn.
We didn't get Napalm in yet? Napalm, what happened here?
Napalm sucks, man. He comes on his fucking Fisher Price My First Telephone. Every time I try to add his ass.
The kind that only him and Tom Brady have.
Yeah. I think they share the same one.
Oh,
fired.
Where does Tom live? Like
Jersey.
Like that's his. Like that's where he's
from. A whole
from.
bunch of places he lives.
Yeah, I thought he was from
living
Virginia.
in the basement.
He actually lives in Jersey.
I thought he was from Texas.
Yeah,
That's what I thought. I was like, he's from Texas.
He's a Jersey guy.
Oh God!
I swear to God.
Boy.
Yeah, he's from Somerset.
He doesn't look like a Jersey dude.
Wow, that part of Jersey. Okay.
I'm obviously from the South, if you can't tell.
Really?
No idea. Thanks for clearing that up.
Dead serious, man. Believe it or not.
Like how south?
Like Kentucky. Like 15, 20 minutes from Tennessee.
That's not South, man.
That ain't
Yeah,
South.
but hang on, wait a second now. Did you hear what I said, though? 15, 20 minutes from Tennessee.
That still ain't
20
South.
minutes. Come on now. That's
Tennessee
South.
is not South.
That's not
from
South.
Alabama,
Hey, man.
Louisiana. That's
You know you're
South.
from the South when you got to go. Which side of the Civil War were you on?
Oh, yeah. Well, Union College is the hometown college here in my town of Barberville. So, yeah, it's probably Union.
Just say bless your heart and move along.
But look, I'll put it this way, man. I had a best friend. This is dead ass serious. Not kidding. You know what their Christmas dinner was? Soup, beans, and cornbread. I am not shitting you.
That's in this country, man. That's not South.
America.
Yeah, but that was ordinary, though. That's what they wanted. That shows how they country, right? Shoot. Soup,
That's
beans,
cute.
Jesus Christ.
That's cute, man. That's
Man.
cute.
Sounds bomb right about now, actually.
So call it 16. I mean, so call it a great one. Should 16-bit get fired?
Should he get fired from what? Testing injustice?
Absolutely not.
No.
No.
How does him ringing a bracket in a tournament affect his job testing a game?
Yeah.
That has nothing to do in common with anything.
No, nothing. He shouldn't
No.
be penalized one bit.
If it was like something like a pre-Injustice, like if they had like an Injustice demo tournament or something, and he did that, then yeah, I would say that maybe that would affect it. But I mean, it's Mortal Kombat, which is a completely different game.
We should just tar and feather him.
Exactly.
For a day.
Hang him in Dztrbed's backyard.
I think
whatever.
for a month.
Is this going to affect his status as a top player of MK? Yes, I would say so.
We're gonna take away. We're gonna take away some of his fucking EVO points.
There we go.
Like that shit really matters.
Man, no shit doesn't even count, man. Man.
Like I said, I got 2 buys and I had 0 EVO points.
Dude, I had 4 buys.
Damn, you outshined me on that one.
Man, you know MIT had like 4 or 5 buys, and he played like 2 matches and got into top 16. I was so salty.
But
I mean,
how high was he on the seeding list though? Like, was he in top 10 seeding or?
I don't even know.
Because I was a 7th seed, and I got if I made it out of pools, I got 3 buys. But so did what's her name, and we ended up beating.
Yeah. I mean, all in all, it's just the way, you know, the competition now, it's just everybody can beat anybody. So in my opinion, seeding points don't really matter too much unless, you know, you're like a 16-bit or a PO where you just don't want to play anybody.
Yo, Napalm, if you're gonna take a piss, you don't have to squeeze it to stop in between.
What the fuck, dude?
Don't forget. The guy comes on my show to take a piss.
Every week.
All right, wait, hold on. Well, we got Dink and Napalm in here. Dink, you want to say something right now?
Well, I wasn't really gonna say anything to Napalm for sure. Like, I don't know. I wanted to say something to SCR, but fucking.
I wouldn't say shit to Napalm.
Me a coward.
Not to keep the fuck out.
What about SCR? What's going on with SCR?
Well, I just wanted to let everybody know that's going to SCR that I'm freaking training with I'm training hardcore, and I've been studying a lot of footage for everybody. That's including you, Tyrant. Even though I love you, and you're my boy. But,
why are you going to that scrub ass tournament? I'm not going to SCR.
All right. Fair enough. I'm gonna take out Compton then, because you all know that he competes in everything.
Yeah, that's true.
No, but like my goal is like I just want top 8. I'm being realistic here. I'm freaking Canadian. I have no scene within like freaking 8 hours of where I live, so I just have to train online. So I just want to place top 8. And you guys are going to see a meaner side of Dink. I'm not just going Quan Chi. I have certain characters lined up for certain matchups. And there's one character that I'm going to pull out for one certain individual if it comes to that I beat him in the tournament. That's all I have to say. There's one character in the cast, in the MK cast, that I will use against nobody except this one person who just has happened to beat me twice in tournament.
All right. Now, Dink, what are your thoughts on the whole drama that occurred today?
With the whole thing with 16-bit?
Yep.
I think that it's unfortunate, and he kind of got caught with his pants down, as you know, to say, and this will definitely affect his reputation going forward as a top player. That, you know, it's going to be really hard for him to break into the top 3 of most people's minds. You know, I mean, NFG or whatever. I don't give a shit about that. But I mean, it's hard for you to become a top player when you've been known to rig brackets and say things like that he was caught saying. Having said that, I'm sure that he's not the only person to have ever said things like that. You know, so. And I know that, you know, from personal experience, I've thought things like that, but I've never gone ahead and, you know, tried to rig brackets or anything. But, you know, I know where he's coming from in his mindset. I just think he just kind of took it over the edge by actually doing it. And yeah, that's basically as far as I can go for that. I've known 16-bit since first time I met him was Devastation 2011, and I got to know him pretty well, and I've seen him go from just a humble dude that loved playing the game to Hollywood 16-bit, and now he's a guy that I have respect for and I like, but I don't really know if his mindset is in the same place that it was back in the day where he just enjoyed playing the games and just talking and shooting the shit, so I don't know. We'll see where it goes from here. I guess he can pave his own future, and we all have to kind of go from there. How he rebounds from this will definitely play a big role in how he's I don't know, perceived by the community. So
all right,
I think Dan
Napalm.
has to take off.
Dan, thank you for coming on also.
Yes, Dan. Oh, Dan just split already. He just dropped.
All right, Napalm, what are your thoughts on this situation now?
I think he's a grown man, and this is kind of sad. I mean, I think he'll bounce back, but I don't really know. I don't really care.
Were you as shocked as everybody else?
Yeah. I mean, listening to the video, it does seem kind of staged, but I kind of 99% believe it's not.
Yeah, it's not. It's you know what? I at first I said the same thing. I'm like, yo, this just looks too WWE. The whole running over to the mic and the whole thing. But then knowing him, and like he said, how emotional he has a tendency to get. I don't understand. The only part about it I don't understand, not to break his balls, is like running off a camera, like after the fact. Did that make any difference? Everything was like there already.
That kind of confused me too. Like everyone's already seen.
Well, it was already admitted by 16-bit also that it's true. So he came on and admitted
it. His confession kind of sounded a little rehearsed, but
you know what?
Whatever.
Yeah.
He seemed kind of shaky when he said it.
Yeah, he did.
It was all fake.
Maybe.
I highly doubt it.
I don't know. It sounded rehearsed.
I thought he was about to cry. I was like, wow.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
Yeah, I felt like I actually felt like, I mean, you could say it's fake, but I don't know, maybe I'm fucking Nostradamus or some shit, but I felt tears actually fucking being held back.
Well, here's what confuses me is like it did sound staged when I watched the video. The video looked obviously staged. The only thing that I don't understand is what would he have to gain from it? Like, why would he do that? Does he just do it for
It's just and what he said. It's just the stature of being. It's like this. Look, if you were never good at anything, and you're a Canadian. You suck at hockey. You're not a WWE wrestler. You can't cut down trees, and you don't know how to make maple syrup. What can you do? So it's like you finally find a niche. You don't want to lose it, and you have a tendency to get that obsession of when you realize, well, hey, you know what? I can't do any of that kind of shit, but I don't know. I could fucking play curling. So you don't want to become number 2 in the curling. You like to hold on to that as long as you want. It's your 15 minutes of fame, and you want to hold it. And sometimes it gets to the point where you're willing to go to great lengths. And, he obviously realizes it was stupid.
Well, I know why he got that if it was real. I'm just saying that, like, what would he have to gain from it if he staged it? That's what I'm saying. Like, if he staged that whole thing, and let's say his apology was staged, that whole thing on the video was staged.
Yeah, but it's not. Like, even Claude said something about it and apologized also because he was in the wrong also. So the whole stage thing is out the window. It's you know what I'm saying? The whole stage.
And it's like this. If you watch the unedited version, where it plays out, you know, from them practicing and playing and doing their streaming and everything. This was casual banter. This wasn't like, hold on a second, guys, let's do something fucked up. You know, literally, Hans stopped playing, sat down, and then they started talking.
And then afterwards, continuing off the stream. But like I said, that part of them talking about the tournament and rigging and stuff was cut out on their archive. They hit it.
I know what I'm talking about, eh?
Like I said, if you go to GGA's archives right now, you can't find that unless you have the direct link I put in the chat. Like me and James literally sat there looking for that part and found where it was cut out at, and then the whole part was just missing.
Yeah, when Natas presented this to me, because I didn't want, like I said, I really wasn't crazy, especially, you know, with the EVO thing coming up and kind of having a feeling they couldn't resist putting MK9, is to have this thing pop up at that time, but it could not be denied. I went through, you know, 3 hours and change of footage and went to the exact moment where the matches ended and this conversation took place.
Like 4 a.m. when we were looking through the archives? Like 4 a.m. Me and James were sitting there looking through archives and shit.
Like I got nothing better to fucking do. Like sleep. Alright, I just fixed this guy's computer. Cool. No threats. But yeah, like I said, I mean, I hate fucking doing 3 things at once.
El Toro wants to get on.
Okay.
El Toro.
Who's El Toro?
Yeah,
who is this guy?
He's a guy who basically tells STB what to do.
Oh, okay.
Ain't nobody gonna tell STB what to do, alright?
Don't fuck with me,
STB
man.
tells STB what to do.
Don't fuck with me, man. Don't make me come up to Canada.
We don't play by nobody's rules.
I'll bring my I'll bring my hockey stick. Yo, I'll go to town on your ass.
Oh, damn. I smell a money match hockey challenge between me and you at EVO.
Yo, I just can't ice skate.
We'll make it road hockey then.
I could do road hockey. I play goalie, actually.
Oh, I bet you do. Is that what they call it down there, playing?
No, it's just letting it go in, the puck go in. Let me get to it. There we go. Alright, boom, he's in there now. And while you're doing that, I get to go through private information for other people. Wow, I love being a snoop. Yo, you see some messed up stuff on these things, man. Especially as a lawyer, you know that. Throwing a great one.
Yes, I do.
Hey, did you call Pig back? Like, what happened with that?
With what?
Pig.
He said he was gonna.
He never came back. He said he had to walk the dog, and then he never came back.
Fell in a hole.
Yeah.
Wait, did we got El Toro on?
Hey, you hear me?
Oh, there you go. Yep. Toro, what are your thoughts on the drama? What's going on?
All right. The only thing I really want to chime in about is the idea that it might be staged. I was actually at GGA tonight, and you know, when Steve found out about it, he was checking his phone, and what's it called? He turned to Slips, who he was giving a ride, and he was like, "Yo, we gotta go," and like. They just bailed. If it was staged, he could have just like called in from PGA, and just could have been like, "Yo, guys, chill out for a second or whatever." Right? It wasn't staged, man. He like legit apologized. I think by now it's a non-issue, just because you know, like this guy. All right, he was under pressure, whatever. He wants to win. Everybody wants to win. He let it get to him, but he apologized. So to me, at this point, it's a non-issue. He was real about it, you know. And I actually saw him at GGA. He was like really concerned, and like he bailed real quick.
What about the rest of the guys at GGA?
There weren't many people there today. I think Pete was sick or something. Sunk wasn't there for some reason. Jeremiah left earlier. But yeah, the only, let's see, who was there? It was Steve, it was Slips, A couple other guys that aren't really tournament players. That's pretty much it. And me. Who's that? Oh, and Phil Pops was there, but he left early too. So yeah, that's pretty much all that was there today. But
and I agree with you. I mean, it's a dead issue.
Yeah.
Just leave it be, guys. It's exposed. I know I'm the On Blast show and I'm supposed to fucking destroy people's lives, but I really don't want to destroy people's lives.
Well, remember, the whole point was to bring this on. That way this doesn't happen again.
Exactly. And that's...
We don't want this happening again.
And this is me telling everybody out there, if you plan on doing this, just know, if you got a mic and you turn it off, I got another mic that's turned on right behind it. I'll be your Illuminati.
Yeah, we don't want this shit happening. This affects everybody. We don't want to be seeing this happening.
You know, Tyrant said it best. It's very discouraging if like, to know that you travel and pay $600, $700, $800 to come to a tournament, to have fucking the brackets rigged that you almost in a way that you're guaranteed to lose. You know,
well, I don't think there's any situation where anybody's actually guaranteed to lose. I mean, you still play the games.
Well, yeah, there is. I mean, think about it this way, Toro. If you go to a tournament and you come to an East Coast tournament and your first match is Rio, your second one is CD Junior, your third one is Maxter, I'm sorry, dude. You're guaranteed to lose just like I am.
I mean,
you know, it isn't that dramatic.
As I am right now, I probably agree, but I'm going to put in the work so that eventually, like, that's not the case. Right, like my goal is so that if I get that kind of matchup, I can beat them, right?
Yeah, and I understand that, but you know, you also got to remember, you know, there's some players that are on their A game right now. There are some guys that are on their B game, and then there's some guys like me that are on like our Q game. You know, and I'm happy just to get my one win, get sent to losers, maybe win 1 or 2 in losers, and I'm done. You know. But if I had to face, like my first match was Tyrant and then fucking Rio, you know, I'd be like, yo, what the fuck? You know, that's just like, especially if you travel really far to a tournament.
Right.
You know who the top players are. We all do.
I mean, a goddamn granola bar, you douchebags. Sorry. Sorry about that.
Something sloppy.
Everyone's blowing me up. They're saying I'm freaking doing dumb shit, but I'm just eating a fucking granola bar and it's delicious. And they're just jealous.
He was gobbing on the knob.
Granola bars had a knob, then yes, I would be gobbling on this granola knob, but I'm not. It's a granola bar. Stop hating.
Are you drinking a bag of milk too while you eat that?
No. We don't have bags of milk in Western Canada.
No?
That's an Eastern thing.
Moose milk.
You ever eat a moose meat sandwich?
We actually do have. I do have moose meat in my freezer right now.
I remember at SCR, everybody in SoCal was making fun of Dink because he said, we were saying Dink Dink lives in Skyrim.
There you go. Canada does look a lot like Skyrim. I'm a Skyrim freak, and it really does. It looks like the guy just traveled to Canada. I was like, oh, well, not even Canada, just BC, because BC is where I live. And they're just like, oh, mountains and snow? Yeah, no, Skyrim. That makes sense.
Where are you in British Columbia?
Yeah, I'm on the West Coast. I'm as far away from any MK major as you can get. It sucks.
So, like, are you like really north, like British Columbia, or like down towards the States?
No, I'm kind of in the middle. I'm about 4 hours out of Vancouver.
Do they got a place called Diamonds there?
Damn.
If he was smart, yeah.
The thread they made on Test Your Might about the drama, it's already reached over 1,000 views.
Oh my god.
There's like 46 comments already. It's over 1,000 views.
Like I said, guys, I really don't. I mean, I don't want it to get to that level. You know, I know fucking Natus is walking around with a heart on in his house.
No, I'm not.
There you are.
Like I said, this shit here affected me. Remember, I was at East Coast. I was at NEC, that I was a victim of the fucking bracket issues, and that caused a big ass delay and caused me to play the next day and be pissed off. You know.
So was I. I was a victim of the bracket issue too. I had to play fucking Revolver. A katana
You know,
player, another fucking katana player.
I don't care who the fuck I had to play. I just was pissed off that I had to play fucking 10 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Well,
yeah, that shit was hella early.
Yeah, man, that shit was
And then
bullshit,
if you weren't there,
dude.
you were disqualified.
Did you know what you had to play though?
Huh?
Did you know what time you had to play?
Yeah, they told us 10 a.m. We were supposed to play the night before. They didn't finish the last two pulls because of that fucking delay.
Yeah, and they told us as soon as we were leaving, oh yeah, y'all gotta come in 10 a.m. or you're gonna be disqualified.
Yeah,
what?
dude. We're like, what the fuck? And now, mind you, it's at 12 o'clock at night. They're telling us this. And my hotel is 20 minutes away. You know, we got to go, check in, relax a little bit, and then go to bed and be back at the fucking at the venue at 10 o'clock in the morning.
God. Hey,
what's
Crystal,
the big deal?
hold on. Crystal, are you there?
Yes.
Do you have any tampons I could borrow for natives?
Natives? Yeah.
Because he's got his period, apparently.
Okay.
I don't see what the issue is here because like it's midnight. Okay, fair enough. You have to play at 10 o'clock in the morning. Fair enough. You have an hour to get back to the hotel room and still get 8 hours of sleep. Like, what's the issue?
We didn't get 8 hours of sleep.
Why not?
It was 12 o'clock at night. We got to the hotel probably about like 1:30 because we had to get something to eat because we were all starving. Then checked in. And then afterwards, we probably didn't go to bed till 3. Then we had to be back up by at least 8:30 because there was 4 of us in my room, so we all had to get ready. Had to hurry up, shower, get ready because we don't want to be stinky like all these other motherfuckers out there.
Oh my god!
And then get back to the venue. Now, mind you, our pools are supposed to be done the night before, not the next morning.
Yeah, it's fair enough, but I mean, shit happens. You had 10 hours to kind of just sleep. You know, worst comes to worst, you don't shower, show up stinky. I'd rather be stinky and win.
We didn't have 10 hours of sleep. We found out at the end of the night, about almost midnight, that we had to play the next morning.
Yeah, but if it's midnight and you have to play at 10, that's 10 hours. And if it takes you an hour to get... You said it takes 20 minutes for you to get back to your hotel room.
So you're not accounting for the fact that, all right, I got back to the hotel about 1:30. Okay. We didn't leave the venue till about like 12:30. So we got back...
If you knew you had to play at 10, why did you not leave till 12?
We got to remember, we didn't eat shit all day. We had to get food. So we stopped...
So maybe you should have ate something then.
But we didn't get a chance because we were expecting to play. What the fuck?
Yeah.
How long does it take you to eat? Like, seriously, an hour and a half to eat?
We're New Yorkers. We're Americans. It takes us a while to eat.
No, you're Americans. You have McDonald's. Get fucking...
No, man.
We gotta eat.
McDonald's wasn't close to the venue, dude.
And there was nothing near the venue. You had to drive to everything.
Yeah.
I have no sympathy for you guys. Sounds like you guys just didn't plan ahead.
Canadians just don't understand.
We did plan ahead. The fact is, the tournament was supposed to start. The last two pools were supposed to start Saturday night, not Sunday morning.
Yes, that's
no, but also
morning that you did have to play the morning before. So I mean,
yeah.
Dude, I wasn't expecting to fucking make top 8 to play the fucking next damn day. What the fuck?
No, but you
sit there. You're standing all fucking day. Your legs are fucking killing you.
Waiting for your pool because you don't want to get DQ'd for getting something to eat while you're waiting or something. That's
exactly. Yeah. I'm never gonna get DQ'd from a tournament because I'm always fucking there. I'm gonna make sure I'm fucking there for my fucking match.
No, that's fine. But I mean, just grab something quick and then go to bed. I mean, you have to prioritize this shit, right? Don't sit down and have a fucking steak dinner when you know you gotta work to friggin' play and like.
No, but you gotta. I remember they actually had already like a bunch of us were waiting for like hours and hours, like when we didn't have to. I remember I remember this specifically. It was around maybe 2:30 or 3 o'clock that they told us that they were gonna do the pools the next day, and those of us that were standing there for no reason, like there were no chairs. There were no chairs in the area that we were playing in. So you had like a bunch of dudes just standing up, like dead ass tired. I was falling asleep like standing up. That's how freaking exhausted I was. Mm-hmm. And they didn't tell all the players until like later that, they were going to continue pools the next day. So those are the people who didn't even get to play like natives. I remember because the next morning I walked down like on accident because, I was awake. I didn't even go to sleep. I was walking and I saw Natives playing his match. I'm like, oh fuck, dude, this is so early. Like shit, man.
No warm ups, no nothing. Like what?
Yeah, you just had to play. Like,
yeah.
Straight up play. You had no time to fucking even warm yourself up.
Didn't you wake up an hour early and practice your hotel room?
No,
no.
You wasn't even set up.
Do what I do. Get knocked out. Get knocked out the first day.
Let me explain it. Because this is what happened. As soon as we get there, I got there like a half an hour early. Cause like, all right, like I want to train. Because somebody woke me up so I don't miss my matches. So I got down there. Stuff wasn't set up at all. Phil, Dark Rob, and them was down there talking about, okay, we just waiting for more people to get here. And then he announced like, look, you're not here, you're getting DQ'd. Don't matter what, no matter nothing. Because we got to get through the pools. So we were technically rushing. There was no warm-ups, no casuals, no nothing.
Unless you're Ryu48, then they'll just let you in, no big deal. Anyways, continue.
Granted, I'm gonna say something about that. He was it wrong? Yes. Was it notified like 2 days before? Yes. But to me, yes, you're right. It's irrelevant. He shouldn't have been added in like that.
Yeah, big time. I mean, what kind of message is that sending to everybody else? They're like, oh, well, that's no big deal. I can just show up late and just be put in.
Yeah,
I mean, that's how the community works.
Did he win? Did he win? Did he really change anything?
He knocked people out.
He knocked people out.
Yeah,
everybody.
He gave people who had a chance to win. He knocked it out.
You know, I mean, and I love Ryu48, but yeah, I mean, I can't deny you're right with that. You know, that's something that was an issue that actually Phil addressed a couple of weeks ago and said, you know, it was something that shouldn't have happened that way.
And then when I heard Phil talk about it tonight, and he's like, well, would you rather have 48-man tournaments? Would you rather have 100-man tournaments? And I'm thinking, how many people did you let in last minute? Did you really let in 60 people last minute? No, I seriously doubt that. You probably let Ryu48 in, and that's probably it. Maybe one or two other people, but I mean, don't make it sound like you're like everyone's just being let in last minute. Last minute signups are one thing, but like just letting somebody in after the brackets are made is something completely different.
Didn't say I wasn't there, but from what I heard, wasn't the reason that the whole thing was going late because Marvel people signed up like 2 hours late? So wouldn't the whole like Marvel tournament not have happened if they didn't let anybody late in?
Which is shit.
Like, it was like there was so many late signups in different games. It was crazy. Like, it wasn't just MK. So
and they're not gonna you know, cut half of the people playing the games. That cuts half of the
the money they earning, and then everybody going back. Oh, don't go to Big E tournaments because they're gonna not let you in late. Blah blah blah.
Exactly.
Some people can't sign up because technically it's gambling in their states or something. Some people fly out like, all right.
Yeah, Big E. Let me tell you something. Big E, in my opinion, this is my opinion, runs the best tournaments. Yeah, I personally, I like the way they're. I mean, obviously MLGs and EVOs, but for me personally, I mean, I can't say anything about SoCal because I ain't been to the SoCal ones yet. But for the ones that I've attended, between Big E and